Welcome to Lauderhill TV, everyone. It's good to be back. It's a Tuesday, it's 7:30, and we are live. We have our guest ready to go, and we have quite a big show ahead for you tonight. So don't go too far. We'll be right back after this.
Millissa Jayne here for Lauderhill TV.
Lauderhill TV always in the building.
Love Lauderhill TV. How excited are you about this? It's my honor.
Tuesdays, 7:30.
Are you doing there?
Events happening in our city of Lauderhill. Echo Slim, how you doing, brother? Ganesha, how are you?
Tell us about your experience today.
Shout out to Lauderhill TV. Thanks to Lauderhill TV.
Welcome to Lauderhill TV, everyone. We're in for a big surprise, a big show tonight. We have quite a few guests, so we're not even going to hang around. Let's see who's in the chats. Come on in, guys. We are here. I see there's a few people in. Just drop me a message in the chat so that I know that you're here. Without further ado, we're going to bring up our first guest tonight, and this is Sharon McLennon, the president of the Lauderhill Chamber of Commerce. How are you today?
I am great. Thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure. So we're here to talk about a couple of things. Now, you're the president of the Lauderhill Chamber, and I'd love to know just a little bit about yourselves before we get into what is so great about the Lauderhill Chamber of Commerce. So who is Sharon?
Thank you for that question. Well, my background is I am a business owner in the city of Lauderhill. I've been here for over 10 years now, I believe, and I just want to take a moment before we go any further to just thank you for the great work that you've been doing. Spreading positivity is hard work, and unfortunately, we don't have enough people out there doing it. So thank you for everything that you do for our city every day and for sharing the good news. Unfortunately, these days, people seem to be hyper-focused on the negative. And so just we need this energy and we need this positivity that you have committed yourself, your time, your treasure, and your resources to. So before talking anything about the chamber, I just really want to salute you because the work that you're doing is amazing. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So as I said, I moved in my business into Lauderhill about 12 years ago now, and I have been so pleased with just what has happened for me and for my business since I've been here. By way of a day job, my trade, if you will, is I'm a property manager, real estate broker and former CPA. So essentially what I do is work with businesses, work with folks who are looking for commercial properties and for looking for space for their office. But one of the things, once I moved into the city, one of the things that really attracted me to the chamber was just the opportunity to have an impact. So what I liked about the chamber and still like, and we continue to do this every day, is the fact that we are committed to the businesses of the city and we are committed to building community. We provide our business owners with a unique opportunity to get engaged at the ground floor. We give you access to leadership opportunities, business development opportunities, educational opportunities, access to our elected officials. We are a chamber that is well supported by our city, our economic development department, as well as our CRA. So with that access and with those opportunities that we provide, we have managed to just build a really steady nucleus of people who are committed to doing business the right way for the right reasons. And we're really proud of the work that the chamber has done and continues to do every day.
Beautiful. And now I'm a member, and it is great to be a part of an organization that really supports its small businesses with workshops, with, in person, online, as well as, a portal. Talk about some of the benefits that somebody would immediately see when they join the Chamber of Commerce or considering to join.
Okay, and that's a great question. Thank you for that question. The immediate benefits are apparent. So one of the first things that you do is you get access to our entire network of businesses. We have a portal that we use. So once you come in and you join, you gain access to that portal. And through that portal, you are able to see all of the members that we have, what they're doing, what industries they support. And so you have immediate access to the entire chamber network. In addition to that, though, there are so many leadership opportunities that are available. Our chamber is in a growth phase. We are looking, our new year starts in October, and we're looking to bring in some folks to help them grow and to help the chamber grow. We have several committee positions that are available. We have board seats that are going to be becoming available. And so one of the things that I have found over the course of my career is that a lot of times when you're a small business, it's very hard for you to get the training and the exposure and the access that you may have available to you in a more corporate or a larger environment. By volunteering, you are able to put yourself in places where you're learning from others. Peer-to-peer learning is one of the most powerful ways that you can actually build yourself as a professional and develop your business. Okay. In addition to that, because we're small, it's an intimate setting. So whatever your concern is, we are here to focus on that concern. We're not a chamber with thousands of members where you're just a number and you get lost. Whatever your situation is, whatever your concern, you bring it to the chamber and we work with you to help you work through whatever that issue is. Our motto is together we grow, and we live that every day.
Okay. Great. Now, I know that you have certain things coming up. Each month you have at least a networking event. Talk about some of the things that you do on a regular basis and anything special that's coming up later on.
Okay, thank you for that question. So we have two events that we have standing events every month. We have a Coffee and Connect morning meeting, the second Wednesday of every month. We host that in our chamber office. It's open to the public. It's free to any business owner or aspiring business owner. Come in, have some coffee on us, and just get to interact with some other business owners, some other people. We've been doing it now for several months. I think this is our 7th or our 8th Coffee and Connect. And every week we get new people coming in and they bring new ideas. Many of them turn around and join the chamber because once they get in and see what that experience is like, they feel that connection, they understand the support. And so they tend to turn around and join the chamber after. But it's completely free. It's completely open to the public. We just ask that you register because we want to make sure we have enough coffee for everyone. And so that is the only requirement. But we've been doing that, and that's the second Wednesday. And that has been very helpful to many people. The feedback's been very positive, and we will continue to do that into the foreseeable future. For the folks who go ahead, sorry.
That's pretty good because it's early in the morning. For those who like to get early, get a start on the day, they come to that and then they can go back to their work by 9:30 or whatever. All right.
Correct.
Correct.
We have a hard stop at 9 o'clock, and I tell them you don't have to go home. You just have to get out of here. So that's the way that we have a hard stop. So we definitely get you out so you can go on with the rest of your day. It's not something that lingers into the day. Gotcha. For folks who are maybe not able to do the mornings, on the 4th Thursday of every month, we host an Evening Insights, which is another networking event. That is we're encouraging folks to come in. That's primarily for chamber members, but visitors are encouraged to come by to see what we have to offer. We typically have a keynote speaker or a panel, and we're talking about just topics that are important to business owners. We've done we've done seminars on wills and trusts. We've done seminars on marketing, human resources, customer relations, you name it, whatever topics that we think are important and are relevant to our members. We bring in speakers and we bring in panels, health and wellness. We've done several of those where we actually get in front of the membership and put experts there that they can ask questions, they can talk to, and they can get help for whatever concerns that they're working through. So those are our two signature events. I'm pleased to announce that we have coming up in the month of October, we are doing our first customer service launch, our customer service initiative, where we are bringing in experts to talk on a weekly basis to business owners about customer service. I know you are out there in the community and you're spreading positivity, but all of us have experienced the fact that customer service in general seems to be on the decline for the last several years now. What we want to do as a chamber is we want people to recognize that Lauderhill is a place where you get great customer service. So we're looking to equip our businesses with the tools that they need to be able to provide outstanding customer service, elevate the level of play so that people will be delighted to come in and get the service that they require, that they deserve from our local businesses. So that's something that's coming up in October. We have a couple of other events ahead of that, but just know that the chamber is alive, we're active, we're doing a ton of stuff, and we want you to be a part of it.
Yes, I've seen the uptake on the activity that's coming through the chamber. Almost weekly events and just a lot of activity. And I also got to give you your props for your social media. Seems to be popping right now. Your social media is really looking up. A lot of activities, a lot of communications through that. So well done for that as well. There was a question before we just talk about the last thing, because we're running out of time. There was a quick question in here, and this is Paul Thompson. He owns a business in Plantations, just across the road. Hi, Millissa. A question: does your business have to reside in the city limits?
It does not, and thank you for that question, Paul. That's a great question. It does not. We are centrally located in Broward County. We are focused on providing opportunities and connections. We have several members whose businesses are well outside of the area of Lauderhill, and we welcome them. Again, at the end of the day, all ships go up in a rising tide. We want to make sure that we provide opportunities for everyone. We focus on our members who are local to the city because we can give them access to some of our elected officials and our economic development department. So we have some specific resources that may be more helpful to Lauderhill resident businesses, but please know that we are anxious to welcome everyone to give them an opportunity and to help our businesses locally as well.
All right, so finally, we do have your website on the screen, lauderhillcoc.org, lauderhillcoc.org, and you can find out all the information that we're speaking about here and ways to sign up for the chamber. But finally, I want to just give you a chance to talk about something that was changed just recently. Talk about this event right here. And I actually put the date on here.
No worries. So we are going to be hosting our Caribbean Gala, a cocktail reception later on in the year. We were originally scheduled for August, but I think we're pushing out till a little bit later on. More details to follow. So just sign up on our social media, follow us, engage with us. We do also have an amazing email service. So if you want to reach out to us, please email us at info@lauderhillcoc.org to get on our mailing list. We also have some exciting information coming up for ways to participate in the FIFA World Cup 2026 next year. So there's a lot happening. Connect with the chamber. We want to help you. We want you to be a part of our success story, because if you don't look good, we don't look good, and we like looking good. So come on in. Let's make sure that we do all we can to help you build your business.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sharon McLennon, the latest president of the Lauderhill Chamber of Commerce. You're doing an excellent job. I love the direction that you're headed in with with the organization. So thank you for making time to speak with us here at Lauderhill TV.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. And thank you again for all the work that you continue to do in our community.
My pleasure. Talk to you soon. I'll see you at the next meeting.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, everybody, we have quite a full show, and we are not going to hang around too much Who is next on the list? Who is next on the list? Samantha Ramnarine. Are you there? I see you're in here. Just let me see you on the camera, and we will bring you up right away. All right. Before we do that, we'll be back in about a minute and a half. Don't go too far, and please tell your friends. Let's keep sharing so that we can all get in here and benefit from this information that we're sharing tonight. Welcome back to Lauderhill TV. I'm your host, Millissa Jayne, and we are here every Tuesday at 7:30. It's still a new time for a lot of people, and we are still doing this every Tuesday. All right, let's just see who's here. Welcome to Roy Petgrave. Good to have you, sir. Congratulations and great interview. Thank you very much. And again, Paul Thompson, are you still with us? Good to have you here tonight. And anybody else that's in the chat, feel free to just drop a message so I can know that you're there and I can greet you as well. Let's see. Samantha, are you with us tonight? Are you
Good
with
night.
us?
How are you?
Hey, Samantha, you gonna come on camera?
I am on camera.
I do not see you on camera. No, I do not see you on camera. That's very strange.
It's on.
Okay, we're going to continue nevertheless. So thank you so much for being available tonight. It's a shame that we don't see you. Can you actually, let's try this. Let's try for you to leave and then come back in, because I really would like to see you. But there's a mishap somehow with that. I'm not quite sure what that is. All right, so we're going to play something real quick while we're waiting for Samantha to come back. We want to see her on camera, don't we?
Hey everyone, I'm so excited to share that Strong Tower Church is hosting a stunning black tie banquet celebration on Saturday, August 30th. The fun begins at 5 p.m. at the beautiful Coral Springs Marriott in Coral Springs, Florida. It's going to be an unforgettable evening featuring live music by Steve Higgins, smooth jazz by saxophonist player Andre, exquisite dining, and elegant atmosphere full of laughter, connection, and community. We're inviting community leaders, partners, family, businesses to join us and even consider sponsoring a table for a VIP experience with special recognition throughout the nights. Tickets are available now. For more information or to reserve your seat, simply call 954-257-7789.
All right, welcome back. And I see Samantha is on the screen right now. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, how are you?
Long time no see, huh?
I know. I feel like I just saw you.
So how are you doing today?
You know what? I'm doing great. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. I'm good to see you. It's good to see you. Let's see who's in here. Eric has just arrived. Welcome. I have 5 minutes before my class resumes. And welcome again, Paul. Still here. Gonna join the Lauderhill COC. That's awesome. Good. So Samantha, let me set my clock for you now because we have a lot going on. A reset. We've only got 10 minutes. Now, first of all, before we get into car accident referral services, introduce yourself to everybody.
Sure. So my name is Samantha Ramnarine, born and raised in South America, Guyana. Shout out to my Guyanese. Mom of two, married for almost 16 years. Been in Florida for over 30 years. And I grew up in Lauderhill. I went to elementary school, middle
Ooh,
school, and high school. So
I did
yeah,
not know that.
I still own a house in Lauderhill. My parents still live in Lauderhill. My parents owned a business, an assisted living facility, three of them in Lauderhill. Yeah, so my life is in Lauderhill.
All
So yeah.
right. No wonder you're so connected with Lauderhill. That's good to know. That is really nice to know, actually. But you have a business called Car Accident Referral Services. Amazing business. I've actually taken advantage of it myself. It's not the first time you're coming on my show. It wasn't called Lauderhill TV back then. But tell us a little bit about Car Accident Referral Services.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to say shout out to the Lauderhill Chamber because I am a member and I am part of it. So please, whoever's listening, please join us at Lauderhill Chamber. Sharon is amazing and you get to meet really good company and, lots of cool people.
Cool.
So Car Accident Referral Services, we are an attorney and medical referral service. We're the only ones in the entire state of Florida when you get into a car accident, slip and fall, workers' comp, truck, bicycle, jitney, bus, cruise, plane, doesn't matter. Any crashes, any injuries, we're the only ones in the entire state of Florida, trademark and patent, that when you get into any of these injury cases, our attorneys will take 25% and not 33 and a third, not 40%, but 25%, putting more money into the client's pockets and not the attorney and not the doctor. And no offense to them, but an attorney should not be taking up to 40% from a client's settlement. That is a lot. A lot of people do not realize they just sign when the attorney or the paralegal or the private investigator comes and nobody's reading their contract. And I tell people, even if it's a car's contract, make sure you read it. Make sure you ask what percentage they're taking from you. If I had $1 for every single client that calls me every single week and say, hey, I'm not happy with the attorney that they chose on their own, can I come to cars? And we will take the case if it's 3 months or less. But if it's 3 months or more, it's really, really hard to do it because then the attorney wants to put a lien on it and they want to take 40%. So I don't think anybody should, do that. That's why I tell people, listen to, the radio, listen to people, especially like it was so nice. We went to an event today with Millissa Jayne and it was so nice today. I probably had 24 people come up to me and say, wow, I listened to you on the radio for the past 10 years. It is so nice to put a face to the person that I listen to all the time. And it was really nice because they're like, wow, exactly how you are on the radio, exactly how you talk in real life. Like you're just very blunt, you flow, and it's really, really nice. I am on the radio every single Friday on WAVS 1170 AM. Cars is all about community. We also give back. So we actually do a pay your bills contest. All you guys have to do is text your name, phone number, and address to 954-249-5858 and just say pay your bills. We believe in paying forward to the community. And, even today, when we went to an event in Lauderhill, I had 4 people that was actually winners. And they were like, the contest is true. It's not fixed. They're like, she paid our bills. And that's what it's about. It's about, giving back to the community. And a lot of people don't realize, like I sit on 6 boards. I'm in 9 chambers. I'm in 16 nonprofits, and it's all about just helping, and I tell a lot of my nonprofits, help the small businesses like myself, because if we make money, then we have more money to give back to the nonprofits, to the for-profits. It doesn't matter. To me, I always tell people the one word that I always stick to is communication. I don't know what your ask is unless you communicate with me. I don't know what you need unless you communicate with me. Like right now, we are teaming up with BSO. We are teaming up with Commissioner Hazel Rogers. Shout out to her. I love, love, love her. And we're already planning our turkey giveaways with BSO and with Commissioner Hazel Rogers. So that's why I tell people, if you don't ask me ahead of time, yes, it's August and Thanksgiving is in November. But if we don't plan now, there's not enough turkeys to give away. Like we need to know numbers. We need to have people register. So I tell people, always ask, because you never know. We could help. We all have resources. You never know. But, I really want to concentrate on people, that get into accidents. Make sure you guys have the proper insurance, personal injury protection, uninsured motorist, bodily injury, and make sure you guys carry rent-a-car. So many people out there are driving without bodily injury, without uninsured motorists, and without rent-a-car. And here's the problem. If I hit you and I don't have insurance and you don't have insurance, you're going to take money and you're going to be taking your money out of your pocket to fix your car and to rent your car. Although in the state of Florida, personal injury protection, which is PIP, that is the only insurance that is required by law. But here's the problem. A lot of the insurance companies now, they don't want you to have bodily injury. They don't want you to have uninsured motorists. Reason for that is because they don't want to have to pay more money. They don't want to have to pay money to the person that hit you. They don't want to have to do a lawsuit. So a lot of people are like, oh, no, I have uninsured motorists. I have this. And then when we go online, there's a paper that they signed saying that they rejected it because the insurance companies back in the days would literally tell you, you need to have this, you need to have bodily injury, you need to have uninsured motorists. Not anymore, because right now they realize that they're losing money. They're no longer making money. They're losing money because there's so much more people on the road. There's so much more people that's living in Florida, and it's very, very hard for them to pay out so much money.
I have a question for you, Samantha. Because you talked about something very, very important as far as insurance. What is the right type of insurance to have? Now, you're a car accident referral services, but it sounds as if you can actually give advice on what is the best or what is an appropriate insurance to take out. Is that something that you help out with or can refer as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We have lots of insurance agencies right now. So I will tell you the top 2 insurance right now to have is State Farm and Geico. Those are the top 2 insurance right now is State Farm and Geico.
I'm writing this down.
No, but those are the ones that's paying your claims. You know, I had another insurance. I'm not going to talk bad about another company, but I had another insurance and they would not pay a claim. They wouldn't pay a claim. And then they wanted my husband to be responsible for 50-50 when somebody hit him. They wanted to only take 50% responsibility. And I said, absolutely not, because he was not at fault. So that's why I always tell people State Farm and Geico right now, those are your top 2. Allstate, I would say, would be your number 3, and the General would be your number 4. But that's how I would put it. That's how I would rate it right now. And it's very, very important. I'm telling you, if I had $1 for every person that thought that they had insurance, no. The person that's making a lot of money right now is the tow yard, because the problem is that people don't have thousands of dollars to fix their cars. So what they do is once you leave it in the tow yard for 30 days, the tow yard gets to keep it. And which is sad because then they sell it for parts. And right now, metal, it's very, very expensive. So what they'll do is they'll sell the tires, they'll sell the metal, and then they'll scrap the rest. But the tow yards right now is making a lot of money because especially if the car is not drivable and you don't have insurance to fix it. A lot of my clients, I don't know about you, but they don't have $20,000 to fix their car. So what do? They just leave the car there.
Wow,
so yeah,
that's crazy. Another question that since you know, I've been talking to you. You've been talking about car accident referral services for the longest time on the radio, all over the place. What are the 3 key things that you always tell people if you have an accident? What is the procedure? What do you tell people?
As soon as you get into a car accident, slip and fall, workers' comp, make sure you call the police, or make sure you tell your manager, or make sure you tell somebody if you fell or slipped or tripped. Because if you don't have documentation, it is very, very hard. A lot of people will say, oh, well, you know, it's a young kid, or it's a pregnant mom, or, you know, it's a young dad. Absolutely not. If you're just exchanging information and then the next day you're calling this person and they're like, I have no clue who you are, that's what happens. People do not realize that. So I tell people, make sure you get it documented, not just getting the information. You taking a picture of their driver's license or their tag, anybody could do that. Anybody could say, oh, well, Millissa hit me. I took a picture of Melissa's tag. She's responsible. It doesn't work like that at all. So I always tell them, make sure you get a police report because it's very important. Do not call your insurance company right away. A lot of people are like, but I want to get a rent-a-car. No, because every time you call them, they are recording you. Insurance companies has hundreds of attorneys defending them. You should at least have one defending you. So I always tell people, and a lot of people do listen, a lot of people don't. Call me at the scene of the accident. I will tell you exactly what to do. So like this morning, 2 people, the first thing they wanted to do was go to the hospital. I'm like, are you bleeding? No. Do you have broken body parts? No. Do you have glass anywhere? Are you scratched up? They're like, no, I just feel back pain. I said, there's nothing that the hospital can do for you except give you painkillers. They're going to do an MRI, a CT. Before you know it, you're going to have a $20,000 bill.
Right. Bill.
And they don't realize that. They really don't. And then one thing I'll share with you, because I actually a client called today. They're like, why do I come to you instead of calling the attorney themselves? Why do I want to call somebody that's not an attorney? The reason why you want to call me is because you're going to get 25%. I have been doing this over 16 plus years. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not an attorney. I never pretend to be one, but I am better than that because you know why? We are putting more money into your pockets. We are passionate in what we do. We pick up the phone, unlike the attorneys that stops after 5 o'clock. And that is why you want to call us. You want people that's going to care. You want people that's going to answer, and you want people that's going to talk. A lot of my Caribbean people, they're like, Samantha, I'm tired of leaving messages. I'm tired of this. I want a live speaking person. It's like calling your credit card company. How many times do you get somebody overseas? Right?
True. All right, Samantha. Even in the short space of time, you've given us a lot to think about. Just guys, go to the website. I just had it up a second ago. Car Accident Referral Services.com, or you can even go to fl-injury.com/Florida. This is the easiest one, Car Accident Referral Services, and Samantha will be there. You have a number as well that you always give out. What is that number that you usually give out?
Phone number is 954-249-5858, and we cover the entire state of Florida. It doesn't matter where you're located in Florida. We have attorneys and doctors willing and able to help you guys.
All right, Samantha, as always, thank you so much. It was great to see you today, and I will see you around town, and we'll just, at some point, we'll do the swap where I'm coming out to your show. Just remind us again, when is your show again?
Sure, absolutely. My show is every single Friday on WAVS 1170 AM from 1 to 3 p.m. And if you want to win, make sure you listen.
All right. Thank you, Samantha. I will see you very, very soon.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, like I said, guys, this is a very, very busy show tonight. I've got so many different segments to go through. You haven't even seen the half of it yet. All right, we have one more guest coming up in a short time. Let me just welcome Paula Scott to the building. Welcome, Paula Scott. Let's everybody share, everybody. Let's everybody share because there is some great information that you need. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. And I can also welcome you back if I see you in the chat. We are live every Tuesday from 7:30 till about 8:30. And I want to thank you for tuning in. We do have a great time here. We've got a lot of great stuff to share with you. We're going to have another guest coming up in a second. I'm going to just play one thing before we do have him come up. And here we go. Again, welcome to Lauderhill TV. I'm your host, Millissa Jayne. And without further ado, let's bring up our next guest. Welcome, Orel Ferguson. How you doing, sir?
How are you?
I'm great. How's your day been?
My day been pretty good. Pretty good.
Excellent. All right, so go ahead and tell people who you are.
Well, I'm a local artist here in Sunrise, Florida, and I was born in Omaha, Nebraska, of all places. I actually grew up in Jamaica. My mother and my father is Jamaican, and my father was in the Air Force, so I had a chance to kind of move around and experience different lifestyles.
Okay. How long have you been in South Florida?
I've been in South Florida, I would say about 21 years now, maybe
Okay.
22.
Okay, good. Now, you are an artist, a very different type of artist, I would say. It's very unique what you do. Can you explain how you came about doing the type of art that you do?
Well, Millissa, everything actually fell in my lap. Okay. I would say 25 years ago, I actually put up a mirror on my wall and it fell and it shattered. And that's kind of how I got started.
Uh-huh.
I started to pick up those pieces and I saw like a person's hand. And I couldn't believe that a piece of glass could actually resemble a person's hand.
Uh-huh.
I picked it up and I started like a jigsaw puzzle. And that's kind of how I got started. I used broken glass to create mosaic type artwork. And I
Yes.
have never cut a piece of glass in my life. I have always had to use a piece that was already broken. And that's kind of what I do. It's a different form of art. I try to, I do, as you might see here, some carnival. I actually, when I was younger, I was fascinated with the ballerinas. And that's probably why you see a lot of my earlier works with this one here is more for carnival. My wife is from Trinidad, so you'll see a lot of masquerades and steel band and things of that nature. I also do a lot of women lifting up the world, the Atlas, women on top of the world, and men Atlas, and that's kind of what you're seeing there. You don't see too many men in terms of a lot of my pictures. It's mostly women because my mother was very influential in terms of my upbringing. This one, you see somebody actually feeding the bird. This is one of the latest piece, the Stanley Cup. And that's kind of, um, I never know what I'm going to make. Sometimes I sit down and nothing comes.
Uh-huh.
Sometime I'm in the bed 3 o'clock in the morning and I get up and I started to create something. So that's kind of how the art goes.
Wow. So you've done quite a few different things recently. Um, Different, what do you call it, exhibitions and so forth. Just talk a little bit about some of the things that you have been doing recently, just to expose your art to the world.
Well, I when I really got serious about 6 years ago, I wanted to figure out what I was going to do after my retirement. I took an early retirement because my mother was sick in Maryland, and I had to keep going back and forth to Maryland.
Uh-huh.
Um, I started again 6 years ago, making small pieces. And a matter of fact, I think I went to a couple of workshops you had.
Right.
Sometimes I get the opportunity to display my work. 6 years ago, 5 years ago, I think you and Paula Scott used to do some events.
Uh-huh.
And I was so lucky that you guys invite me to show a couple pieces. And those were the early stages, to be honest with you. The early stages when people, they were kind of curious. They were like, I don't know. I think a lot of people think I sit there and I just cut the glass with a glass cutter. So that's probably their interpretation. And when they started to see that I actually have to pick out the pieces out of thousands of pieces, that's when I think they start appreciating the art a little bit more. I did kind of get a jump start by going to the FITSE event, Florida International Trade Show, which I have every year. Uh, they pick 12 artists from Broadwood every year to exhibit at that particular event. And I was one of them. So I think I started to show my work there, and one thing led to another. Um, my latest event, as you know, was World Art Day in the Sawgrass Mills Mall, which were a big part. I appreciate you coming there.
Yes.
And That was a very big success for me.
Yes.
And so it's a different type of art. Right now, I've done a couple of commission pieces. I have another couple of commission pieces on standby, and it's been kind of crazy because more people are appreciating the work. More people want something that nobody else have.
Right. Right.
Most people understand the time that it takes to make a picture, and probably why it's catching on.
Yeah.
I will say my biggest accomplishment this year was to get a proclamation from the city of Sunrise
Yes.
in terms of my artwork, and that kind of gave me a bigger head, if that's the right word.
Congratulations on that.
Millissa, you have followed my path in terms of the last few years, and you have seen the difference of the migration of the work.
Yeah, I have.
And I appreciate that. Sometimes you need someone to actually give you the opportunity to display your work to get your foot in the door, if that's the right word. But I have an art show coming up again, and I can tell you more about that if you want me to. Or
before you get to that, Orel, I just want to just acknowledge a couple of people. Paula Scott Blackwood says, "Greetings, Orel. I have 5 of your creative artwork in my house. So beautiful." She's one of your biggest supporters.
Yes.
And also, she says, unique and never duplicate pieces. So each of your artwork is completely unique because you don't break the glass. You don't cut the glass. It's all broken. And then Winston Robertson, who I saw today as well, congratulations. And Roy Petgrave, where can I see the art? So we're going to show you that in a little bit again. Since you came in late, Roy, we're going to show it to you again. That's okay. So go ahead then, Orel, and tell us about your event that's coming up.
Before I mention that, I want to actually, give a shout out to Paula Scott. Paula Scott was very influential in me carrying on my work, to be honest with you, because when someone appreciates your work, I think it gives you the motivation to carry on. So once you purchase one, then you purchase another one. I don't know how deep the pocket is. I don't know anything all about that. But I very much appreciate it. And I've always used her as an example of someone that really appreciates my work. And I'm forever grateful.
Okay.
In terms of the event coming up, I do have an event coming up on September 6th. It's at the newly created Holiday Express. This is a flyer. You can tell that I did this on Canva. So, forgive me, but it still have all information there. It's picking up the pieces in terms of the theme. It's going to be at the Holiday Inn Express, 1701 University Drive. This Holiday Inn Express is newly created. It's a beautiful venue. And I really recommend for people to actually check it out because they're very, very accommodating in terms of meeting that you have. And it's probably a place that I will be doing more events at based on the accommodations.
Very nice. So that's coming up very soon. We have more comments from the chat. And we're going to show you the artwork again in a second. Legacy 2020, Louis says, congratulations. And then also Latoya Clark, is this Commissioner Latoya Clark, says, congratulations, I have a piece of your work, unique piece. Thanks for investing in young artists with scholarship this year. Oh, is that something new that I'm not aware of, Orel? Paula Scott says, oh, you're amazing, Orel, you give back so much to the community as well. Always a pleasure supporting you. Yeah, I do believe that you're always giving pieces away as for auctions, as just gifts and stuff like that. So did you do something regarding scholarships?
Yes, World Art Day, which was the first event of that nature in the Broward County at the Sawgrass Mills Mall. That event I put on to raise money for a scholarship. And every artist that participated in that event, that money went directly to an artist that was pursuing art at college. So that was something I was very proud of. And Commissioner Clark, she was there. Matter of fact, she's on the committee in the city of Sunrise on the education committee. So I also appreciate her purchasing a piece, which you have in her office of all places. That makes me feel very good. As
Well,
you can see here, these are some more pictures in terms of what you were looking at there.
yeah, I was just
Uh,
showing those again for Roy, who was asking where can he see your work. Winston says we enjoyed that event, but actually Roy is saying I meant, is there a location where is your art is displayed? So how would you answer that question, Orel?
I really don't have a studio. I have everything is done from my home. Um, I most of my work is seen on my website, and my website will be available if we can pull that up for her. I will actually mention it also. Uh, and social media in terms of Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. It's actually Orel J. Ferguson on Facebook. And most of my work have actually been sold on Facebook, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
So you got to remember, starting 6 years ago, in terms of really getting serious about this to this point right now, I have made great strides in my book. I don't know
Yes,
about anybody else's,
I would agree.
but I feel very comfortable with it myself to say that.
Absolutely. All right. So, Orel, I want to thank you again for being available to come on the show to talk about your art, and you have some great supporters in the chat there, giving you a lot of great support. Um, let's see, Odette Hamilton. Welcome, Dr. Odette Hamilton. Great work, so unique. Paula Scott Blackwood. I am the new chair of Lauderhill's Art and Culture Board, and we would like you to collaborate with an uh, event we are planning as well. We'll follow up. Oh, that's a nice opportunity. And also, aren't you doing something tomorrow at tea time with the seniors?
Yes, I was invited to speak to the seniors tomorrow to share my story, and I'm actually looking forward to that because a lot of people my age, when they retire, whatever, they really don't know what to do. I don't, not, you know, in the rocking chair, whatever they're doing there. But I always tell people to follow the passion, follow something that, whether you used to collect stamps or coins or whatever, try to get back into something, some kind of hobby. And that's what I did because, Millissa, I will tell you one thing. When I first made my first 2 or 3 pictures 20 something years ago, my wife said, I don't want them in the house.
Don't talk too loud.
Yeah. Anyway, now she's very behind it, and you know, she's asked me when I'm making another one. But the work took on a total different life by itself, and that's why I'm so ever grateful.
Amazing. It's really amazing. I got to congratulate you on your success. I have watched you from the early days and when you first got started. So I'm so excited to be a part of your journey and also to have been documenting it because we've done this several times, having you on the show where we've been able to highlight your work. So we got to wrap it up. But I do want to say, Commissioner John T. Hodgson, I would love to purchase a piece. So it looks like you may have got a sale from this show. So listen, guys, Lauderhill TV is doing some great things. So you gotta be connected with Lauderhill TV. Paula says, amazing. Commissioner John T, hi there. Yes, you would love his artwork. Even I have artwork as well. I should have brought it down for this show. And then Marie Chambers also, John T, the wife of John T. I would love to purchase a piece. Where do we go? All right, so that's the website. Let me pull the website up again. Or you want to give your number as well, or Facebook?
First, I would say, Millissa, is that people that's attending the show on the 6th, I know it's a very important day because a lot of stuff is going on, from what I understand. I'm going to have 40 pieces there of artwork on the 6th of September, okay? And I am going to be doing some very special, I can't really reveal all of it now until the people show up, but it's going to be very special. And you're going to be able to see probably 80% of my collection on that event.
Okay.
My phone number, I can give it out. It's 954 954-446-4151.
Give that one more time, please.
954-446-4151. That's my cell number, and that's where you can actually reach me. Or if you go to my website, you can actually see my email address there. And, I'm actually easy to get a hold of, to be honest with you, because, I'm the only glass artist here in Sunrise, Florida, which I'm grateful to be.
Okay, beautiful. And if they have any trouble, they can always get through to me, and I can connect the two of you guys together.
Are you saying you're my agent now or something?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all, Orel. I'm your teacher. I'm your. I've done many things, but no, I'm not the agent.
I know. And you're a very good teacher.
Unless you want to hire me, Mr. Ferguson. Unless you want to hire me. Yes.
Once I start saving up some pesos, I'll definitely contact you.
All right, we have fun here. So we are going to wrap that up. We went way longer than I intended with this portion, but we do have quite a lot of segments to go through as well. So please, guys, do not leave. We are going over an hour tonight. Do not leave, because we have so much great things for you. Paula's laughing at that one too, and she says, "So proud of you, Orel, like a proud mummy, though you're older than I am." All right, guys. Orel, I will see you at that event, no doubt. And thank you so much for making time to be on Lauderhill TV tonight. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. All right, like I said, guys, this is a great show tonight. I have so much great things to show you. We've had 3 amazing interviews, but I have been out in the community and I have done coverage of some amazing things. So you guys don't want to miss these next things that I'm going to show you. All right, don't go anywhere. Now, the first one is there was a young girl who almost drowned in a pool last year, 1 year ago, right? She almost drowned. She was in a coma. It was very, very touch and go. The doctors thought that she would not have full recovery. She recovered completely. She's thriving like crazy. And guess what she did? She wrote a book about her experience. And she had a book launch just a couple of weeks ago. Would you like to see that? Would you like to see the book launch of Arihanna, this young miracle child? They call her the miracle child now. I'm going to show you this right now. So don't go anywhere, but still tell your friends and share this with somebody, because this is a very inspiring segment here. All right. And just drop some comments in the chat room to make sure that I know you're still with me. All right. Let's check this out.
Hey everyone, Millissa Jayne again for Lauderhill TV, and I'm talking to the mother of Arihanna, who has just had a book signing, and this is 1 year after this incredible experience that she's had. Just recap us on what happened a year ago and then bring us up to date.
Okay, so a year ago, Mother's Day, Arihanna went with family. We had a Mother's Day celebration, and she left and went with family to their pool, to their house, to get in the pool and just enjoy some good barbecue. And the unexpected happened while she was having fun in the pool. I ended up getting a phone call maybe like 2 or 3 hours later. And when I received the call, they told me that she had drowned. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I was a little confused. So from that moment, I rushed to the hospital, and the doctor said that she had lost a lot of oxygen to her brain, and they didn't really know what the outcome would be due to the severity of the loss of oxygen to her brain. So it took some time. She was on a critical ventilator. They told me if she were to survive, that it's a possibility that she wouldn't be normal, or she possibly could be a vegetable, but we had to wait until she came out of the coma. So 2 weeks later, my baby was home, even though those 2 weeks felt like forever. And where she came home normal with no physical therapy, nothing, completely normal and better than before, and also back in the pool. So that was the courage that she had just to get back into the water. So I'm excited. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. And I give all the praises to God for this, for my baby being here. Thank God that my cousin did CPR. If it wasn't for that, my baby, they said that she definitely wouldn't have survived if he didn't perform CPR. And another thing was her cousin. She had cousins in the pool with her. So that's why it's so important to swim with the buddy, because her cousin was the one that yelled for help once she saw that she didn't come back to the surface. So I just thank God for all of those things. So today we're celebrating her 1 year survival, and we actually put her story into a book and give everybody that journey, and just allow everybody just to experience, in such a story, because unfortunately a lot of kids don't make it, and my baby did. So we had to put that in the story to let people know that prayer still works, faith, and definitely CPR. So, yeah.
Listen, I was here from that first time a year ago, interviewed her. Guys, go check that out. But today was incredible. You had so many different activities today. It was so much fun. You had games, raffles. You had demonstrations of the throwing the lifeguard. The ring. And you had vendors here, you had food, you had everything. I mean, how did you put it all together?
Oh, God, it definitely took a lot of time and planning. I don't know. Once I start writing out my ideas, my plan, everything just started coming together. So I came up with Color My Story because Arihanna loves arts and crafts. So that's where that theme came from, Color My Story, Arihanna and the Big Splash, which is the name of her book. Yeah. So I just tied that into the theme. So we just kind of incorporated some fun things that Arihanna enjoyed doing, as well as trying to bring the awareness, but in a fun way for children to be interactive, so.
That is so important, the way how you bring in the awareness, because you're doing it in a fun and interactive way with games and everything. I've never seen anything like it personally. But let's talk about the book. What can people get out of the book?
I feel like out of the book, they would definitely see her. They would know what happened, and they'll get a piece of Arihanna from birth, how our family was, just from the beginning, a praying family. So I just feel like that's just so important. And, that moment proved that. So, and then we had the community. So all of this is just in the story of the support we had, the times that I, had my moments, and how I coped through and got through everything. So it just showed just my experience. So if there's ever anyone that go through this or any other situation, tragic situation, this don't have to be drowning, but just how I pulled through and how I made it through. And, because even at the hospital, I had to even, support and comfort people that were coming in because of just, what they were seeing. A lot of people couldn't take it. So I had to console them and just let them know that she's going to be okay. Even though the doctors said what they said, but I still trust the man upstairs. So, yeah, so that's that.
Amazing. All right.
Get a lot of that out of the book, and just what Arihanna do as well. She pray every morning and every night. So that's another thing. That's how I knew she was going to make it, because I'm, she's a praying child. That's right. So
I love that. Listen, so the thing that I enjoyed maybe the most, I mean, everything was amazing, but to see Arihanna, the level of her swimming right now. She did a swimming demonstration, you'll see, and all of the different strokes she's doing and the confidence that she showed in the water. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yes. So when she came out of the hospital, the city of Lauderhill, they actually gifted her with group swim lessons, and also the YMCA gifted her with private lessons. So I took the opportunity of all of that because I had this opportunity before, and I took some, but I didn't take it as serious as I am now. And it shouldn't have to take for a situation to have to happen for people to, continue to put their children in swim lessons, because I feel like I'm working, I'm tired. She had lessons, they're okay. I'll wait for the next one. Now, every chance I get. So, and I've learned that there are 6 levels of swimming, and Arihanna's on level 4 right now. So, yes. So
in just 1 year. So I want to say congratulations, and God bless the children, and especially Arihanna, what she's doing. She's like a spokesperson now, if you will, of safety. There was safety demonstrations here. There was all kinds of great things. But let people know how they can get the book.
They can go on Amazon. I have the QR code here, but they can go on Amazon, or they can just follow her on Instagram under Arihanna's Big Splash. And I guess I'll give you those details that you can put on there. So it's on Amazon right now, and it's on, you can still get it on, go on IG, but it's better for her to go on Amazon. Right. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is another episode of Lauderhill TV with Arihanna's mom, Kiki, right?
Keisha Graham, but they call me Kiki.
And, you know, all the information will be down below where you can get swimming lessons and CPR lessons. The city of Lauderhill has a lot of great stuff, and Broward County in general as well. So for this episode, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is a well-known fact that even the best swimmer can be drowned in a water emergency trying to save the life of someone else. The first thing you want to do is call 911. You want to get rescue coming.
But we're here to spread awareness of how life rings. We want people to know that they're there to be used to save a life in a water emergency. So it's us spreading the word. If they're not in your city, or if you know a city who doesn't have them reach out to Aiden's mom. I'd like to get them in your city as well.
All right. So what brings you here today then?
So Arihanna's Big Splash event is something I found out about from Arihanna's mom, Keisha Graham. And it's one of the rare cases where we can celebrate a successful rescue.
Right.
Couldn't miss it, and I'm so happy I came.
Amazing, amazing. Well, so much again. Thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
My pleasure. Thank you.
You know, it just gives me so much joy to give you a story like that. It's a success story. You know, something that could have gone so wrong is actually such a joy and an inspiration. So just like Paula was saying, if you're a young person, you definitely need to know how to swim in the pools. We have so much water in Florida. And of course, learn to swim, learn CPR lessons. We have the resources here. You know, the city came out, the paramedics came out to that event and really supported. Now, like I said, we have quite a few different segments to go through tonight, and we still got two more. Let me know, should we finish now, or would you like to see the other two? They are very, very good as well. Would you like us to finish now at 8:36, which is an hour show, or would you like to finish, or would you like to see more? Because I can do either. I don't want to keep it too long, but at the same time, this stuff is prepared for you and it's ready to go if you want to see it. So let me see in the chat. Give me a number 3 if you want to continue. Give me a number 3 if you want to continue, or 0 if you want to just right now. You have the control. You have the control, right? If it's relatable. Yeah, if it's relatable. Turning the test into a testimony. I love it. So inspiring. All right. Is anybody still here? Would you like to see more? All right. Roy says he wants to see more. Live a little. Live a little. All right. So I went to a business opening. It was for a new dentist that's in the building right across from the mall. This was such a fun grand opening. Check this out, guys.
Everyone, it's Millissa Jayne again for Lauderhill TV, and I'm at Next Dental in the city of Lauderhill, and we've just had the grand launch. It is absolutely a beautiful place. Let's talk to the owners. Introduce yourselves and just tell us a little bit about the place.
I am Michelle Smith. I'm actually a local pediatrician, and I'm also the wife of the founder here, Edwin Smith.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm Dr. Edwin Smith. It's a pleasure to be here. We're very excited to be here.
All right, so tell us a little bit about this facility.
So we build dental offices. We try to build very large facilities. They're usually about 3 times the size of a regular dental office. And the reason for that is we realize that when we start to have all the services in-house, we can start to scale things out to where we can now have a lot of savings on our end that we can pass on to the customer. So what we tend to find at our next dental offices, we tend to be very fair with competitive pricing. We tend to be very fair when it comes down to the services that we can offer. The idea is all about trying to increase access to care.
Beautiful. Now, tell us about some of the services that you actually do offer.
So we offer a range of services in-house. I wanted you to kind of think of it like we were a dental hospital. We try to offer every service that you can imagine under one roof. We do crowns, we do bridges, we do extractions. This is my daughter. Okay. Yeah, so anything that you can imagine. We do anything from your regular cleanings to the most advanced implant surgeries. We do it all here under one roof where we have the specialist team, the lab team, the designers, and all the dentists that you can imagine right here in one location. It makes it easier for you, and then that makes it easier for us.
So you're talking about cleanings, you're talking about whitening, you're talking about orthodontics. Is that included?
Everything's included under one roof.
Now, I know it's not you by yourself. Talk about some of the other doctors that are here.
So we put together a superstar team of dentists. You can see them on our website. It is not easy to get the best dentists out there. So, but we recruit them. We bring them on our team. Even within our own facility, we try to train younger dentists as well. So we like to consider ourselves a training facility as well in that regard. And so what we do is we have the most elite, the most expert professionals. We have specialists. We have periodontists. Anything that you would need under one roof. And then that helps us grow as well.
Now, I know that you actually cater to the community, the seniors, maybe the children. Just talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, so another thing that we offer, we try to, again, our whole thing is increase access, increase access, increase access. One of the ways that we do that is we ask ourselves, who are some of the locals that might need some help? And what we find is in a lot of the neighborhoods that we go to, it tends to be a lot of seniors. So we try to have what we call our senior care center as well. So what we offer specialty services such as transportation, where we will come, we will pick you up locally, we will bring you to your dental appointment, because about 25% of seniors in South Florida have difficulty getting to the dentist. And it's not that they can't, it's not that they don't have the means to help themselves, but they don't have the assistance. And so we try to provide the assistance. And so simply by going and picking them up and bringing them to our facility and then taking care of them here, the other thing we have is a full on-site lab team as well. So what that helps us do is it helps us minimize the number of visits. It reminds me of one of our early patients. You know, she said, "Doc, I love coming here, but it's hard for me to travel here," and so we thought, how can we help somebody like that? And so we decided, let's start same-day dentures. Let's try to do same-day crown and bridge procedures, same-day veneers, and that's why we require a larger facility, so we have the space to accommodate everybody in-house.
Listen, it's the state-of-the-art place. It's huge, it's beautiful, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's nice. Any final words before we let you go? And also let people know where we're located.
So one other thing I wanted to add is that this really is a family-oriented office. As you can see, our kids intermittently coming in. This is all family, and we treat patients like family. That's our mission, that's our heart, to serve the community and to really practice in that way.
Yeah, and we are right on 440 Run, just north of Sunrise. You'll probably see our sign coming down 441. Again, we're open, we are accessible, we are a lot more affordable than you would expect. So, come on in, welcome. We have a lot of discounts in the first 90 days of opening as our grand opening specials. You can find some of them online, you can find them on flyers, and we look forward to meeting you guys soon.
This is an excellent place. Again, it's Next Dental, right in the city of Lauderhill. It's across the road from the Lauderhill Mall. So I am Millissa Jayne, of course. We are here every Tuesday, 7:30. Tune in, and I thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you here with us.
Thank you so much.
I'm so blessed to have found this group, and we really couldn't have done it without them. I want to thank all of them. So thank you, boy. I am so grateful for you. to our team. Blessings to all of you. And hope to see you guys in the dental chair.
Yes, who's still with me, guys? Drop me a number 5 in the chat if you're still with me. We have one more segment for you. That's it. One more segment, and you're going to love this one. This is Loving Lauderhill. But I just got to mention the nextdentalcare.com is the website. And there was such love in that room. Family came from Canada. Family came from all over the place to support the guy with the champagne bottle. That was the brother of the dentist. And such a beautiful couple, their family, their kids and everything. It was just beautiful. And, you know, I hope that you enjoyed the production of these segments here, produced by MJ Productions, MJ Digital Productions, guys. This is moi and my team. Sometimes it's with Mr. G is helping video record, and sometimes I have a VA who's doing some video editing, or sometimes we have a team. All right. So if you guys need us to come out to do videography, photography, live streaming, all of the different services, digital services, get in touch with me and we can help you turn your event into something spectacular, documented, right? This is what we do. All right. So definitely get in touch. All right. I see that one person has said they want to hear one more segment. This is the final segment that we've prepared for the night. It was on last week, Friday, I believe it was. There was an event. It's called Loving Lauderhill. Dr. Joanette Brookes-George has started this project where she's documenting the stories of people that have lived in Lauderhill. The old people, the young people, bridging the gap. I was there to capture this as well. Check this out, people. This was amazing.
So I'm excited to talk to Dr. Joanette Brookes-George again. And you have a special program happening here, Loving Lauderhill. Tell us what this is and why people should get involved.
So this is a legacy storytelling project. The intent of this is to capture stories about the history of Lauderhill, the things that most people aren't aware of that exist right here in Lauderhill, and also share that with the young people, have them in the room to hear these stories.
Well, I love what you're doing, because not only are you talking or including the young people, but you're including the older people who have some of the even more interesting stories, I would say. Now, this is not just the end of it. What is this going to produce?
So this is going to produce an anthology of stories. So this is the first pilot. We're going to roll it out, see how it turns out. But the plan is to continue this throughout Lauderhill. All the HOAs, we're coming to you to bring this to your community and have those stories captured.
All right. So people can actually get involved and be a part of this by contributing their story and being a published author. Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so everyone who writes a story that's included in this book will become a published author, because it's an anthology. It's a collection of stories. So when you're a part of an anthology, you can say, I am an author. And again, we want all the stories to be captured. So yes, we would love for you to come on out and join us. And if you can't come out, you can definitely send us an email with your story to info@unmuteyourself.org. Again, that's info@unmuteyourself.org. Send your stories in.
Well, thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV, as always.
Thank you so much for having me. You guys are amazing.
Now I'm talking to the amazing Winsome Robertson Green. All right, so loving Lauderhill. What are you going to be talking about in your episode?
Wow. First of all, I just want to acknowledge Joanette, Queen Joanette. Want everyone to know that we were the first one that crowned her Queen mode. We were the first to crown her, and we're proud of that. But tonight I had to come out and support. Because number one, she's pouring into the kids, and I'm all about the kids. Lauderhill kids, all kids. And, you know, Lauderhill was the first place we started our literacy program. Was the first stop. So it's all Lauderhill for me, really. So I had to come out today and support the whole storytelling, because readers will be good writers. Readers are leaders, and as part of a community that pours into our children, programs like this I support. So I try and come out and support her and support the beautiful kids.
Right. It's awesome, and it fits exactly right in with what you're doing, which is the literacy program. So thank you so much again for talking to Lauderhill TV, as always.
Thank you.
Talking to this lovely lady, tell us about loving Lauderhill. How are you going to contribute?
Loving Lauderhill, educated my youngest, Lauderhill Middle, Seminole Middle, Boyd Anderson, fond memories as a teenager in Lauderhill Mall, the swap shop, the drive-in, and the original Faith Center.
Okay, so you've actually been in Lauderhill how long?
Well, she's 36, so about 25 years. Yeah, the original Lauderhill.
Original Lauderhill. Are you looking forward to the final book when it comes out?
Absolutely. It was great, to put that together and bring everybody in, these different perspectives.
Well, thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
You're welcome.
The beautiful Denise Pendergrass, darling, loving Lauderhill. What comes to mind? What are you going to be writing about?
Well, when it comes to loving Lauderhill, I'm going to write about my story, the love story that I have with Lauderhill, which is my community. I love this community. Dr. Joanette Brookes-George is awesome. I'm here to support her. But this city has a story for me to tell, and I'm going to tell it.
Listen, people, you gotta tune in and listen and read this particular story, because I know it's gonna touch your heart. I know that for sure. So
definitely, it's gonna touch your heart, because this is where it all started for me. Building community, loving community, being involved in the community, and it's just awesome. You just gotta stay tuned to read, to share this story. We are sharing a story about Lauderhill, and I'm loving Lauderhill.
Thank you so much, darling. Now I'm talking to Pastor Latoya. What does Lauderhill mean to you? Loving Lauderhill.
Loving Lauderhill means a diverse community, the all-American community. That's what it means to me.
Okay. And what are you going to be writing about?
I'm just going to be writing about my experience since I moved to Lauderhill in 2017. I have the good, the bad, and the indifferent to share, and my contribution to Lauderhill.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
Thank you so much.
And I'm talking to this lovely young lady. Tell us your name, and are you going to be contributing to loving Lauderhill?
Hi, my name is Karma Gibson, and yes, I will be contributing to loving Lauderhill.
Right. Were you born in Lauderhill?
No, I was not.
But you live here now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What type of story, without giving it away, what type of story will you be writing about in your portion?
I'll basically be writing about how Lauderhill has shaped me to become the person I am today, and how the adults and the many programs that Lauderhill has basically just makes the city amazing for how it is.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV.
Thank you so much.
Talk to this young man. Tell us your name and how you're going to participate in Loving Lauderhill.
My name is Kennedy Adams, and today I participated in Loving Lauderhill by writing about my time living in Lauderhill as a teenager. Yeah. Okay,
so without giving too much away in the book, what are you going to be writing about? A little bit, maybe just give one little thing.
My surroundings and how that affected me.
All right. All right. Well, so we're looking forward to hearing your story in Loving Lauderhill. You're going to be a published author. Is that cool?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for talking to Lauderhill TV. All right.
No problem.
Millissa Jayne again for Lauderhill TV, talking to this lovely young lady. Tell us your name and how are you participating in Loving Lauderhill?
My name is Trinity, and I wrote an essay on what I love about Lauderhill.
Okay. Without giving too much away in the story, could you name one thing that you love about Lauderhill?
I love its youth programs.
Okay. Have you participated in any of the youth programs?
Yes, the Lauderhill Youth Council.
Okay. And what did you do with that?
We volunteer. We do like community service.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well, thank you so much. And how do you feel about being a published author?
It feels great.
All right. So thank you again for talking to Lauderhill TV. All right. Millissa Jayne for Lauderhill TV, talking to my friend Maddie. Maddie, you're participating in the Loving Lauderhill Project. Of course you are. What capacity?
Well, I'm participating as a resident that without, telling all about what we did or what we wrote today, but a resident that embraces cultural diversity, such as the city of Lauderhill. And I think our diversity serves as a box of crayon that colors the beauty of Lauderhill. And so that's what I'm most excited about and why I'm here representing as a resident.
All right. Now, isn't it exciting that we're also going to be a part of a published book at the end?
It is so exciting because there is a cross-generational audience that was here. So to hear the perspective, to hear their story, to hear their point of view, just from different angles, from the youth, from the just much older youth, the seasoned youth. This is going to be an exciting book to just hear all about the great things of Lauderhill from different people.
Well, that's beautiful. Now, go ahead and encourage people if they want to get involved as well.
If you want to get involved, first of all, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to Lauderhill TV because all of the events that is happening, you can go to Lauderhill TV on YouTube and subscribe. Go to Lauderhill TV, subscribe. Events such as this one here that is speaking about Lauderhill, and every event, if you want to be a part of Lauderhill, you have to be connected to Lauderhill TV.
And if you want to be a part of this book as well, you'll find the information right there below. So thank you so much, Maddie, for participating in this episode.
Hey, always a pleasure. Madeline Noel, 20 years in the beautiful city of Lauderhill.
All right, guys, that is everything. I think I've showed you everything that I had prepared for you tonight. The final thing is, I'm not going to go through it, but just go to the Lauderhill app. It is on the screen right there, HTTP. And you know what? Go to that, and I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat for you because I want you to be able to just click on that easily. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight and staying for the entirety of this episode. I know it was long. It just went over 30 minutes extra. And but you guys are still here. So thank you so much. Let me see what Roy's saying. It is so gratifying to hear all these youngsters saying great things about their community, right? It's so good because they are the future and they did such a great job. I'm so impressed with that. So it takes a lot of work, guys. It takes a lot of work to pull all this together. You can't even imagine. And again, I want to thank my team. I want to thank Mr. G. I want to thank Alyssa. Thank you so much for helping to pull it all together. And if you want to be a part of it, if you want to contribute a story, because I can't be everywhere. So if you're somewhere and I'm not there and you want to just contribute a story, write an article, take some pictures, take some video, and put something together, I would really appreciate that. But I'm going to just leave you with one last thing, and that is just my little outro. One little outro. What is this? What does Roy say? Awesome show. Very, very informative. Thank you so much, Roy. And let me just leave you with this. All right. I will see you next week, guys. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week, Tuesday at 7:30 for Lauderhill TV. Tell somebody and share it. All right? Bye.
Millissa Jayne here for Lauderhill TV.
Lauderhill TV always in the building.
Love Lauderhill TV. How excited are you about this? It's my honor.
Tuesdays, 7:30. How you doing there? Events happening in our city of Lauderhill. Echo Slim, how you doing, brother? Gadisha, how are you?
Tell us about your experience today.
Shout out to Lauderhill TV. Thanks to Lauderhill TV.